some gifts with me.
This is a gift wrapping, toe snapping, Q&A with me, bae.
That was like a really bad rap. Before I get started with this Q&A, let me introduce myself. My name is Elaisha, and I am a Vancouver-based content creator, marketing project manager, meditation teacher. So it's been a long time since I've caught up with all of you. I've been making all of these videos, but I haven't really talked about where I've been, what I've been up to, why I decided to come back to YouTube. And I reached out on my Instagram. I posted a story asking you all to ask me questions. Boy, did all of you deliver. I said, be nosy. Y'all were nosy. You were nosy. I'm okay with that. Let's just get right into the Q&A. I'm gonna also be wrapping gifts. There's a reason why there's a Valentine's Day bag here. There's a reason why. You all delivered on the questions, and I'm really excited to answer. Not all of the Christmas gifts that I purchased for friends and family have arrived, so I'm gonna be just filming and wrapping these ones up. First question I'm going to be answering is, what you been up to, miss your face? This is a question that could actually apply most to Instagram, well, a mix of Instagram and YouTube. I obviously fell off of the face of the earth, and I had to. It wasn't just that I moved to a completely new province away from most of my friends and family. It wasn't just that I started a completely new job during the pandemic. It was a lot of things. I also started a new relationship during the pandemic, and we live together now. That's why I live in a completely different place. I moved as well. So I moved from my loft, I got into a long-term relationship, and then I was really depressed and sad. That is a summary answer. And I had to take care of me. I was going through therapy for unaddressed trauma. I was reassessing mental health diagnoses that I had received in the past. Oh, FYI, a bit about me. I used to do gift wrapping. Like I did gift wrapping for, I volunteered for a company. It's horrible. I was an intern. I was horrible at it. I didn't know I was neurospicy at the time, which explains a lot. But I was so bad. But I learned how to wrap gifts. So that is like an advantage to the job that I had. I promise I'm good at this. First gift is for my boyfriend. It is the Ordinary Daily set. He said that he wants to get a new, like, oh, you can hear him coughing. He wanted to get like a good skincare routine going, and I said, bet, babes, bet. I will help you. So I hope that answers the first question. The next question is, where do I buy good knitwear that doesn't pill or snag immediately? Okay. Let's discuss this. I obviously have a very big interest in fashion. I've been featured in fashion magazines, like online and in print, for my style. I'm not necessarily the most stylish person out there, but my mom raised me to only purchase good quality clothing. She grew up in an environment with a lot of very wealthy people, and one of the big lessons that she learned from them is quality over quantity. And she raised me with that mentality as well. If you want really good knitwear, you're gonna have to pay. And when I say pay, sometimes that means paying in research. Sometimes that means paying in terms of like dollar amounts. For instance, the sweater I'm wearing right now is from Massimo Dutti. I personally think that that is like the best way for you to find really good knitwear that doesn't necessarily snag is not necessarily about the store, but about the material. I purchased this from Massimo Dutti, the sweater that I'm wearing now. It is so cute and so comfortable. But the reason why I bought it and not another sweater from a different store is this is, I believe, 100% cotton. Really big on like good quality, but the number one thing is to look at materials. You can buy a really good sweater from H&M. You can buy a really good sweater from Zara. You just have to make sure you're purchasing the right materials when you do that. I really recommend, if you're trying to like save a bit of money but you want a good sweater, Massimo Dutti for sure, Banana Republic, but you just have to make sure that the material is natural. And like I said, if you're trying to save money, those are brands to save money. If you are trying to purchase a really good quality sweater and you have money, I would really recommend, I believe it's Jenny K. That is a brand that a lot of different influencers and creators that I respect and adore their senses of fashion purchase their sweaters from. I think some of them purchase it from that brand just because it is expensive. But as I did my research, they actually are a really good brand. I love their styles. They're very timeless. They actually remind me a lot of that kind of 80s loungewear look. And that's what I would recommend. The next thing as well, in terms of the knitwear conversation, before I wrap up that question, it's a little bit boring. Not the question itself, but I don't want to be too boring. I'm just really passionate about fashion. The next point as well is, oh, look at this. Look at it. Oh yeah, the next thing is just knitwear care. You got to make sure that you take good care of your shit. Like, don't just be washing it and then throwing it into the dryer if it's 100% cotton or if it's wool. Like, hang it up to dry. Even your polyester sweaters and sweaters that aren't necessarily the best materials that last forever, you can take the best care of them if you just make sure to wash them properly. Next gift is for my boyfriend. He's downstairs, and I don't know if he's wearing headphones, so I'm gonna talk really quietly about this because he's closer by and he can hear it. I bought him a box of chocolates. It's the same present that I gave to my friend Josh, and this is like over $120 for chocolates, but I promise it's worth it because this company, the Chocolate Smiths, they're so cute. They have like a mystery box. They are so cute. They're just a good variety of chocolates, and it's a mystery like what you're gonna be getting. So look at these, they're so cute. My boyfriend's obsessed with like sweets and chocolates and candy, so I know he'll really love these. How is Christmas in BC? That is the next question. As I mentioned before, I'm based in Vancouver now, and it's definitely very different than Christmas in Toronto. I can very, very surely say it's very different than Christmas in Toronto. Now, the reason being the weather. For those of you who don't know, the weather in BC is way more mild than Toronto. Toronto weather is like New York weather for those of you who are based in the States. I can see in my like insights that most of you are based in the US, so I try to make sure I have US examples. The weather here is like New York. Oh, sorry, the weather in Toronto is like New York. But the weather here in Vancouver is just like Seattle, for those of you who are based in the States and are wondering about the parallel. So, number one, the weather is definitely very, very different. It's super mild here. And as well, of course, it's very different because I'm far away from my family. I'm born and raised in Toronto. Most of my family lives in the suburbs. Some of my family lives in Toronto still. So it's very different being away from my biological family. I, of course, have very close friends here who I've made along the way. Like my second Christmas here, I spent with my friend Josh and my boyfriend, the friend who's actually coming to pick me up. I spent Christmas with him and my boyfriend, and the Christmas before that, one of my friends actually flew out to spend with me. We went to Whistler. So it's very different to just like be that far away from my family during a holiday that I usually obviously spend with them, but not horrible. It's very interesting. While I am a very family-oriented person, I also, this is ugly, don't judge me. Yeah, it's different and I don't mind it. Let's do Josh's gift. I got him the corded hand blender from KitchenAid. He saw me using it in my videos and he was like, how much does that cost? Where did you get it? And I just asked him, like, can I get it for you for Christmas? And he was like, wait, yeah. I influenced him. Let's move on to the next question. What's my favorite Christmas tradition? That's a great question, actually. I think it's a tie between caroling, because I love singing. I used to carol as a kid as well, and sing at church too, so I love caroling. I also love gift exchanging as well. Giving people I love gifts is so nice. I think as well, just the food. I am of Jamaican heritage, so we eat a lot, we drink a lot, we hang out, we listen to reggae Christmas albums. So I think my favorite traditions are definitely caroling, gift giving, and eating until I have to unbutton my pants, and that's why I always wear leggings to Christmas dinner. What is your favorite brand of workout clothes? I do not have a favorite brand of workout clothes. That's a quick answer. I don't have a favorite brand because I'm not necessarily like brand agnostic for anything. It's whatever's comfortable. I've been wearing a lot of Lululemon lately, not because it's my favorite brand, because they mostly have a lot of artificial materials. I prefer wearing like cottons. I know those are very warm for working out, so most people avoid it, but I prefer wearing like natural materials when I work out. But I just own a lot of Lululemon items. I used to shop at like Walmart's fitness section as well. I purchased quite the amount of like sweatpants from H&M, and they're 100% cotton when I was trying to get into like a new routine a while back. So not necessarily brand, like I'm not loyal to one specific brand of workout stuff. I think whatever is most comfortable and on sale. The next question I got is, what are your Christmas/birthday plans? For those of you who don't know, I am a Christmas baby. And my plans this year are, well, we already kind of did them because we had our Christmas party, which doubles as my birthday party. So we did that, and we do that every year, and it's always such a fun time. We go to a karaoke bar that's local. We have people over for like a cute little hangout session beforehand, and then we just sing our butts off and have the best time. And that was my main plan. I, of course, had like a work party that I went to. While I am a remote worker, there are some people who work locally. So we met up together there. No big Christmas party for me, other than the one that we did earlier this season, which was like at the start of the month. Next two things that I'm wrapping are for my boyfriend's mom. She has an iPad. We're not sure what kind she has, so she wanted an SD card reader, or I presented that to her as a solution because she really wants to transfer her photos onto her iPad easily so she can edit them from vacations and stuff like that. So she's getting this, and I'm going to use one of these cast-offs so that I don't waste wrapping paper. What are your favorite skincare products right now is one of the questions that I received. I have way too many to just mention in this video. I'm loving, there's like a dupe for the Topicals Mist that I've been using, and I love it. I've been using that a lot, and I'll link all of these below. Oh my god, this is coming out so ugly. I'll link the things that I'm mentioning down below if you're interested in doing your research for yourself. But I love that spray. It's really good for people like myself who wax. And what else for my skincare? I've also been loving the Trader Joe's sunscreen. That one has just been so easy to use. It's also mattifying, so I really love that. It's like matte and very easy to use, and it almost serves as a primer. Next up for skincare, the La Roche-Posay lotion that I've been using on my body lately has been really good. And also the CeraVe SA cream has been super nice too. That one has been like gorgeous and really amazing. Look at that, with just like a little cast off from the side. She already knows what the gift is, so it's okay that I'm wrapping two of them. The next question that I have says, what is your secret focaccia recipe? Okay, I got interrupted by the very person who asked me this question, and I'm going to tell you this recipe very quickly, and then we're wrapping up this Q&A. I'm gonna leave the recipe in the comments down below, but I'm also going to tell it to you. 1 cup of warm water, not hot, a teaspoon of yeast, a teaspoon of sugar, stir that in, leave it for 5 minutes, make sure that your yeast is alive. Then afterwards, put in 2 cups of flour mixed in with a teaspoon of salt. And then just literally mix that together until it forms like a shaggy, sticky dough. Transfer that dough into a well olive oiled bowl. Leave that there for an hour. Switch that after it's puffed up a bit. Move that into the baking dish that you're going to use. I recommend a 4x4. Put at least 1/4 cup of olive oil into that dish, and then just leave it there for another hour. At this point, it should have proofed and risen by a pretty good amount. Throw that into your oven at 450 for 20 to 30 minutes. Best bread. Best bread. I make that for every party, every event, and while other things might be left on the table, that bread is always gone. If it's not gone, it's because I made too much of it. Like, it is, everyone loves it, and it's so, so good. I think the last question that I have was sent by my friend Taylor, and it says, can you please move back to Toronto? No. No, I love you, Tay. Like, I think about it all the time. I feel that I'm being stubborn about not moving back because there are a lot of people who are like, she's gonna move right back and she's gonna come back, tail between her legs. I've built an incredible life here, and not that Taylor's saying that, she has not said that at all, but there's some people in my life who've said that, and like multiple, who didn't believe that I could do it, or people who did do this and then had to go back to Ontario, tail between their legs. I personally am enjoying it. I've built an incredible life here. I've been able to maintain like a lifestyle I enjoy. I found somebody I love here. We are open to moving to Toronto. For me personally, not so much. If I'm moving back to the East Coast, I'm moving to Montreal. Like, Montreal just has a much better cost of living, better healthcare, and pretty awesome opportunities. And it's close enough to Ontario that I can still see the people I love, but not so close that I gotta be there all the time. I'm just trying to be honest. I'm trying to be honest. I don't think I'm gonna move back to Toronto. I don't know what it is. I feel like that was such an important city for me. It's obviously been my home for many years and for most of my life. But I've never felt that that is my end game. Like, that is the last place that I'll ever be. And I think that that's an incredible thing. So, nah, I'm not doing that. At least for now. Never say never, but if I can make it never, I'm making it never. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me. I do post twice a week, I believe is going to be my new schedule next year, because I'm not posting daily vlogs anymore. That's not happening. But I will be posting twice a week. I'll be posting like a vlog and then a sit down style video where I give some advice, whether it's life advice, beauty advice, travel advice, whatever, and then a vlog about my life and what's been going on. I do have some really interesting and fun trips coming up, different points that I'd love to make and things I'd like to talk about, because I'm a Capricorn and I can't mind my own business.